The story starts as Inasaki-kun gets called by an unexpected girl that has her eyes on him for quite a while, and this woman was called Sanami. He labels her as a dangerous person. Her tenacity is impressive as once she has her eyes on you, you can't escape. Sanami-san doesn't seem to have many friends, especially female ones. But despite this, her family has a high standing in society. Being born rich and having good grades, she is top tier, having large melons and a figure that is outstanding. Her appearance tops this off for having the perfect combination of cute and beautiful features. However, Inasaki-kun is wary, as one would understand when you approach her, that you can somehow feel that Sanami is surrounded by a dark aura around her. But above all, she is clingy and her eyes are very scary. She greeted Inasaki-kun good morning, looking crazy and sniffing his scent, scaring him. She then mentioned his scent smelling like anti-mosquito incense, a relaxing scent that repels bugs. It's then revealed she knew his household situation, mentioning his mother burning some anti-mosquito yesterday due to a fly. Inasaki-kun questioned how does she knew this, but with the dreadful and dark eyes she could only tell that she knew everything about him due to the reason she wants to slice and scatter and make minced meat out of him at this point. Inasaki-kun disagrees and asks that she shall not do any harm. This caused her to realize her embarrassment. Blushing away while throwing insults, her friends afterwards questioned what does he thinks of Sanami. He revealed the truth, as it's not love or hatred but fear instilled inside him. Before he even realized it, Sanami got a hold of his contact address and sent him emails repeatedly. Even though he doesn't let anyone know about his whereabouts, she always seemed to be following, and strangely enough he would always feel like being watched wherever he goes. His friends could only label her as a definite stalker at this point. Inasaki-kun tries to tell this story to others, but they all deemed her to be dangerous and is treated as the villain of a horror movie. His friends agree, as it's quite horrifying to experience this. His friends could only suggest that he should make a plan to hate him. This way it won't be directly rejecting her but making her reject Inasaki-kun instead. The plan seems clear but is questioned is how, as he doesn't want to hurt her feelings. Later he tried to take action by approaching her in the stairs. He then revealed loving anime and figurine that airs in the Sunday mornings. As he exclaims his creepy and weird otaku side. They all questioned if Sanami-san would run away and reject him at this point. But to everyone's surprise, she exclaims of already knowing the truth. With dark eyes she stared at him for a brief moment, before fully explaining that he is a massive otaku lover, even having a body pillow while he slept, even as far in taking part of the costume event which he participated in, a self-made costume. She even revealed having photos and wanted to reveal it. But Inasaki-kun could only ask that she stops and could feel the gaze of his two friends on their disbelief, as he really is a weird and otaku dude. Even though Inasaki-kun didn't want to hurt Sanami's feelings, but instead he was the one who got hurt. As his friends pointed out, it was certainly unexpected. They all noticed the way of his eating to be neat. He briefly explained it was due to the reason of his parents being strict. As Inasaki noticed Sanami approaching to also eat and intrude, he suddenly got a bright idea. He made gross faces while chewing his food to make him be hated by Sanami. His friends noticed this and found it to be disturbing. They all expected her to run away. But to their surprise she seems to fall in love deeply on how the way he eats, making it look good. She then reached towards his face full of crumbs and eating it for herself in an affectionate way, with a flirtatious eyes and looks. Inasaki suddenly dropped his mushroom, causing Sanami to suddenly go crazy, almost tearing off his sword, but in the process she suddenly bumped into the fat and ugly classmate, leaving Inasaki to fear for himself. His friends is worried, as if things go like this, can't he just ignore her and not pay her any attention? Inasaki exclaims that he isn't willing to do that. but things will get worse at this point if he even tried to give her attention. As Sanami tries approaching him all day, she only just got ignored and was met with silence. As the day almost ends, he could only ponders how his consciousness and heart hurts, questioning if it's really fine ignoring her all day long. But a suddenly loud noise caused him to notice Sanami's downfall. Upon a closer look, she almost turned into the grudge, shivering with the dark and scary look on her face. She could only mutter that he must only look at her and not ignore her. But Inasaki could only want to look the other way, causing him to be chased endlessly by a crazy Yandere. As Sanami catches up to him, she managed to caught onto his legs, causing him to have a heavy fall and lose consciousness, shortly after waking up in the nurse room. He is left fascinated and shocked to see her on top of him with little to no clothing. As Sanami finds him to be awoken, she immediately questioned if he was alright and is hurt anywhere, even as far checking if he remembered her identity. With assurance, she finds peace of mind knowing he's alright. She then revealed rushing her to a hospital directed by one of her father's friends, doing a thorough examination and finding nothing. Hearing this made him to be in shock. Sanami ponders as it seems he was avoiding her all this time. She thought her appearance would give him interest, but instead he kept running away. And thought he had a serious illness which made him forget about her. Hearing this made Inasaki to ponder that he probably misunderstood her a little, and just thought Sanami to be a little earnest, and to begin with she doesn't really knew Sanami. Later he talked to his friends revealing that they both are going out, and wants to understand more about her. Inasaki's friends could only be wary about the two of them. But as the day ends it seems he forgot his lunch bunch inside his desk. Hearing this, Sanami insists on getting it for him. In the classroom she managed to get the lunchbox, but with scary and hungry eyes, she checked if anyone is in the room beforehand. She chewed and chomped on the chopsticks left by Inasaki. But upon hearing footsteps she quickly hid in a panic. As an unfamiliar voice could be heard, she speculates it was Inasaki-kun, but upon opening the locker she is met face to face with the fat classmate, staring blankly at her for appearing suddenly. With a shock and horrible look on her face, she gave an uppercut because of her frustration, being gazed silently by Inasaki-kun. After this he still ponders if it's possible how can he make a girl who loves him reject her, while holding back from answering definitively. His friend could only look and listen, giving the advice to just compromise just a little.